In the land once called the cradle of India's Renaissance, where Tagore's words inspired freedom and Durga symbolized strength, West Bengal today carries a darker title. A state where women are unsafe. Under 13 years of Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, Bengal has descended into fear, impunity, and betrayal of its daughters. The numbers don't lie. According to the National Crime Records Bureau 2022, Bengal registered 34,738 crimes against women, placing it among the highest in India. That's 71.8 incidents per 100,000 women, higher than the national average of 66.4. Rape cases alone exceeded 3,000 in Bengal out of India's 31,516. And preliminary data shows 2023 witnessed a 15.3% rise in crimes against women. By mid-2024, over 4,000 rapes and assaults were already filed. Experts estimate that by the end of 2025, total crimes against women could cross 40,000 cases, a shocking 20% jump from just 3 years ago. And yet, conviction rates remain at a pathetic 17%. In other words, 8 out of 10 accused in Bengal walk free because of political patronage and systemic rot. August 2024, RG Kar Medical College in Kolkata became a crime scene. A 31-year-old woman doctor, raped, brutalized, murdered. Bite marks, fractures, strangulation, the cruelty was unspeakable. But the real horror, the cover-up. The FIR was delayed for 12 hours. Evidence tampered. Crime scenes sanitized. Why? Because college principal Sandeep Ghosh, linked to Trinamool, allegedly ordered it. His wife was even a TMC candidate. This wasn't just a crime, it was a political cover-up. Doctors went on strike for 40 days. The Calcutta High Court had to transfer the case to CBI. Yet, even after the conviction of one accused, survivors' families alleged multiple attackers shielded by the state. They killed her twice, once with hands, once with silence, her father said. 10 months later, June 2025, South Calcutta Law College, a 24-year-old student gang raped by members of TMC student wing, Trinamool Chhatra Parishad. She was beaten with a hockey stick, threatened with leaked videos, and what was the response? TMC leaders mocked her. One MLA said if she hadn't gone to class at night, this wouldn't have happened. This is the mindset ruling Bengal today. In Sandesh Khali, women accused TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan of systematic rapes and land grabs. Over 200 complaints detail abductions, torture, trafficking. For 55 days, Shahjahan evaded arrest. Victims were forced to retract statements under threats. Even Amnesty International noted that 500 families were displaced. The High Court, the Supreme Court, both had to intervene. Still, TMC leaders dismissed it all as BJP fabrications. Imagine the audacity, branding survivors as liars while shielding rapists. September 2025. 9 minor girls, aged 12 to 17, rescued from a brothel in Kolkata, sold for as little as 5,000 rupees each. NCRB data shows Bengal recorded 1,261 human trafficking cases in 2022, third highest in India, up 25% from the year before. Many minors, many linked to TMC's cut money rackets. Survivors told reporters, they said no one would help us, Didi's men run this. And just days ago in September 2025, Panchkura Super Speciality Hospital manager, allegedly TMC linked, was arrested for serially raping women staff for over a year. Complaints ignored. FIRs buried. Arrest only after media exposure. This is the cycle. Rape, cover up, Intimidation. From Murshidabad to Dinhata, North 24 Parganas to Purba Medinipur, the story is the same. Riots, abductions, assaults, dowry deaths, conviction rates barely touching 10 to 15%. A 2024 study by the Indian Institute for Human Settlements gave Bengal a Women's Risk Index of 8.2 out of 10, the worst in eastern India. And only 30% of assaults are even reported, the rest silenced through threats and intimidation. From the doctor at Arjikar to the law student in Kasba to the women of Sandesh Khali and the minors trafficked in Kolkata, each story is a scar on Bengal's soul. And the culprit is not just the predator, but a government that shields them. A state where conviction is rare, intimidation is routine, and women's dignity is traded for political survival. Mamata Banerjee promised to be Bengal's Didi. Instead, her regime has turned Bengal into a graveyard of women's safety. With the elections in 2026, the question is simple. Will Bengal choose impunity or will it demand dawn? For the women of Bengal, justice delayed is justice denied, and their cries can no longer be silenced.